Career goals have always been a very important part of the MBA application process, but if you're applying to business school in 2026, they've never been more important. And so in today's video, I want to walk you through why that is and what you should keep in mind. Hey everyone, I'm Melody Jones, founder and president of Vantage MBA Admissions Consulting. And your career goals are really the heart and soul of your MBA application, right? They're what everything else sort of revolves around or ladders up to. And so why do I say that they're more important than ever? That's because of the rapidly changing job market for MBAs, right? The Wall Street Journal actually just came out with an article this week about how MBAs are taking longer to get jobs. But here's the thing, that's not all MBAs. And I'm going to go out there and say that the ones who are taking the longest to find jobs or maybe are having trouble finding jobs are the ones who went into business school either with fake career goals, right? That means the ones that said they wanted to do something just because they sounded good on paper and somehow they're able to fool the admissions committee, or the ones that really didn't know what they want and didn't do the work up front to figure that out. And so now they're sort of scrambling and struggling to get that clarity. And so what this means for you as an applicant who's early in the process is that the onus is on you. The assignment for you now is to get that clarity now. And it really comes down to two things. Number one is clarity on what you want, right? You're about to spend $250,000+ on a graduate management education. You should know what you want to get on the other side of it. Is it a career pivot? Is it maybe a higher title within a track that you're already on? Do you want to start your own business? Do you maybe want to join a family business? So get very clear on what it is that you want, number one. But then number two is, what is the reality of the job market? What is the reality of recruiting in the industry or function that you want to target if you're looking for employment in the corporate sector or with an employer, right? So what do they look for? How has recruiting evolved, right? Is it more real time, or do they still have sort of long recruiting cycles where they participate in on-campus recruiting in the fall? And then the other piece of that is if you want to start a business, then of course you want to think about, okay, what is that business? What are the roadblocks that stand in the way? And get really, really realistic about that, because you want to understand what the realities of recruiting are, so that when you talk about your career goals in your application, you're coming from a place of realism. You're coming from a solid foundation of research. You understand what the reality is, what the limitations are, but also what your competitive factors are, right? Why you're going to be compelling in pursuing those jobs and those employers. But also, you're going to actually be better equipped in the recruiting process once you get to campus, because you're already gonna have that clarity, that direction. And that'll be a filter. You'll be able to know what to ignore and what to go all in on pursuing. And that in and of itself is going to make you a winner in the recruiting process, and you're going to be much more successful at getting that ROI from the MBA degree and maximizing the chances that you will achieve those goals, and goals that are truly going to make the investment that you're making in the MBA worthwhile. All right? So if you want help developing your career goals, or you want even help understanding where you can be looking and who you can be talking to understand the recruiting realities, chat with us. That is our expertise. All right? Talk to you soon.